have a seat, hang out together with our cards, and I want you guys to pull out what poses we did just for today.
Just today.
Just today, okay? And see how many you can find. And try to do it quietly.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. And we will give ourselves a few minutes here, and then we will come back and have a chat together about that. But just take a moment to see what you come up with, what you find. And it's always good to kind of reflect in our minds what we've worked on previously. And then we'll also pull out the cards of what we're going to work on. Okay, go through them one more time and just see what pops out at you. Playing with our cards. You can keep the ones that we did yesterday maybe in a separate pile if that's fun for you to divide them up, and then look at what we haven't quite covered yet, but that we might cover before we part tomorrow, as sad as that may be. It's done a lot. You guys noticing?
Yes.
How many poses we've covered? It's amazing. Okay, great. Yeah. So, who would like to begin? Let's try to see them in the order in which we did the poses. It doesn't have to be, but I'm just curious if we could pull that off. So, what's the first pose we did today? Sumo.
Wow, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Sumo. We were getting in and out of all the poses through sumo squat, and that is our number one go-to pose. That's if you're when in doubt, just bring them into sumo, and then you can access so many poses from there. From sumo, we went into floating Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
From floating Buddha, what was our half flow sequence?
Then we
Star.
star, ladle, namaste, ladle.
That's right. Star, namaste, ladle. That's what I'm considering our half flow. We did that yesterday, but we did it today a bunch of times, so it's always good to
Namaste.
hold those cards out and keep them fresh in your memory.
So
Ladle.
ladle, and then we did.
Then we did what?
The wide leg.
Well, we did leg stretches, right?
Oh right. Oh right.
All those leg stretches. Well, the leg
Wide
stretches.
leg sit-ups.
Well, not yet. So we did all of our leg stretches upright as well as inverted. And the leg stretches are not that fancy, so that's the only reason why you don't see a card of like a wide straddle grabbing the toes. It's just not that exciting. So the card that I chose for the leg stretches was revolver, which is a star. So star 13. After legs, what did we do next? Deborah?
We did core.
We did core. Great. What's the first core pose that we learned?
Just remember, maybe rowing?
It was rowing. Good. That's a diamond 13. And then
Wide leg sit-ups.
Then we did the wide leg sit-ups. Yeah.
Leg sit-ups.
And then we did plank toe touches, and because that's a really, really long name, I went with dancer.
Oh,
So dancer is star 11.
Mhm.
Good. Yeah, put them in a nice order with those.
Half lotus.
And then a half lotus.
Yes.
Perfect. You can see how they flow well together.
Archer.
Good.
Happy Buddha.
Well, first we go into our inversions with a peaceful warrior. So peaceful warrior, happy Buddha, archer is the flow for that, right? And then we did a version of handstands, so we can use handstands next. And then we went into our ollie twist, which is of course our very powerful, dynamic pose. But that's a really fun one. So that we got all 5 of those. Did you notice that that's one of the few sequences where we got all 5 of the cards? I mean,
Did we do flying salutations?
Not yet. Not yet. We're probably not going to do that today, but we are going to do our swinging flow. It's the other half of the vinyasa flow. We're going to do a swinging flow. Okay, so the only other card that I put out was cocoon, mainly because Barbara cocooned for us.
Did angel wings.
Angel wings, yes, we did angel wings
Yeah.
as a practice, but not as part of our training, but angel wings is good.
Didn't we do, was lunges yesterday? I forget.
Yeah, the lounging was number 4B.
This
Okay.
is 6.
Yeah, but 4B
Oh,
was
on
the
that
yoga
sheet,
translations.
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, they don't unfortunately match up yet.
Didn't we do butterfly?
We didn't do butterfly today. Well, we did butterfly with our feet together, which is just a different pose. It's called Baddha Konasana when we hold on. Butterfly is just anything with your knees open wide like little wings.
Okay.
Like that. Okay, so now the only 2 poses that I'm pulling out. Well, we are going to do an upside down dog in our swinging flow, so that's diamond 6. And we are going to attempt to get into Superfly with some partner assist, which is incorporating some of the AerialYoga into it and making Superfly a little bit more therapeutic. So star 2 is Superfly, and diamond 6 is upside down dog. So those are 2 of the poses out of, we're going yoga translation 7 and 8 and see how that goes. And then we're gonna save 9 and 10 for tomorrow, as well as some other more restorative things. But we could just do number 7 and be done, but I think we could have some fun using our alignment principles to get into something like Superfly. Okay, that's gonna be the most advanced pose that we do in the entire training, so just know that it is a big pose. So if you feel tired or if you're feeling kind of spent, you can just watch. You don't have to do it, but it is fun to play with everything we learned and apply them to something as challenging as flying, right? But it's only for fun. And I will tell you, no matter what you teach in a class, everyone's gonna go home and talk about Superfly. It's just one of those things where like, oh my God, I got into this Superfly pose. And so it is kind of a class favorite. So it's good to learn how to teach it, applying the alignment principles so it can actually become easy. And then once it's easy, then we can fly, right? So let's put all the other cards away. We will get into some flying salutations possibly tomorrow. It's not necessary, but it could be fun. You can play with that. I'm more want to focus on X Factor tomorrow and give you a really beautiful practice to do with something that can be both advanced and therapeutic at the same time. Superfly is definitely more on the advanced end, but X Factor can be therapeutic as well. Any questions about the poses? Did anybody have another pose? That I know everybody had angel wings, which was good because we practiced that. And then just take a picture or put these in whatever order makes sense for you to remember what we did for today. Okay. That was fun. Play with the cards. And remember to either bust out the same sequences or go ahead and mix them up and then create a sequence for yourself where you can practice in the swing. It's a really great way of learning. It's a good learning tool that way. Okay, so this is also a fun game. Out of all the poses that we did today, which one was your favorite?
Mine was arch. I liked half lotus, and I loved archer. I'd say those were.
Which one was your most challenging?
Oh my god, the alley twist.
Alley twist, yes. How about you, Deborah? Which one was your favorite?
I think dancer feels really good. I would say the most challenging were the wide leg sit-ups. I don't think I really get it yet. So I didn't feel it in my core. I mean, I know I'm using my core, but it was in every other part of my body, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's good. Good awareness. That'll come with time. Excellent. Okay. Well, Michael, thank you for asking, but no, I'm just joking. My favorite pose today, I love all of them, but my favorite pose today was archer.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily do the same exact sequence. Everything I taught you yesterday, I do every single day. 1 through 4, every day. I'm in the swing, some variation of it. I don't always go into like the I do handstands every day, that's the lie. I don't always go into the ollies every day or the archer every day. I do a version called hangman that I might show you tomorrow. But it's really fun to revisit those and be like, that feels really good. I really like the archer pose. And my most challenging pose, nothing challenging for me anymore. I guess my most challenging pose actually was half lotus because I haven't been stretching my quads properly, and I noticed that in that my quad was really tight, and I could have hung out there for a good 5 minutes to really let that lengthen and expand. So I was noticing I should probably practice my intermediate teachings on a daily basis to get it in my body. I used to do it every day, but I've been teaching so much therapeutic and restorative that I haven't been doing the intermediate every day with my clients.
So do you get in the swing every morning?
First thing, 5 minutes, sumo, supported back bend, weeping willow, chillaxin, seated pigeon, extended leg twist. I mean, exactly how I teach it, that's what I do every day. There's some other variations like we've done, like Omakasana in the swing and things like that I really like. So there are lots of variations. I like the one-legged half Buddha. I'll do that quite a bit. Just have one leg, just flapping in the wind. Yeah, if you just do that all the time, it'll really get open your hips and hamstrings. So I highly recommend just getting in the swing. Well, you'll have to get a swing at home. Getting in the swing and just playing and just having it as a, like, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. I mean, getting into Peaceful Warrior and an inversion, it's such a lifesaver for me. I honestly don't know how people live in their bodies. Like, I can feel just everything, just, especially because, like, I'm always carrying like 10 bags. I mean, you know, there's ladders involved, there's climbing things. I'm always, my lifestyle is a workout. And so when I unwind that tension, I just feel energized, I feel more peaceful, present, calm, centered, happy, It really does release happy hormones into your bloodstream instantly. So if you're tired, go upside down. It'll instantly give you energy. It shows us that energy doesn't come from food, it doesn't come from sleep, it comes from being aligned. It comes from being open, it comes from being connected. And that, I mean, obviously those other things can supplement and support it, but nothing beats alignment. Nothing beats connection to source. Really plugged in. It's like recharging. And then cocooning.
Yeah,
you just get in
I
a
feel
cocoon.
completely different having done that for 15 months.
And I apologize that I kind of skipped cocoon today when I get all excited, but we will cocoon for sure. And you'll remind me if I forget.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and wrap it up with the cards. Go ahead and take some pictures. And thank you for sharing your favorite and your most challenging. I also think that's helpful to hear people's experience. I'm really happy that we got to do that part, which is this was a nice capper for what we did the earlier part of the day. Would you guys like to watch the swinging flow and then try it with me?
Yeah, let's watch it.
Okay, great. Let me index the video for us.